So what we're covering today is the life cycle of a lead after they've completed an application. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode. My name is Nick Friel, founder of Media Simplified. We are a mortgage marketing agency that helps mortgage brokers and loan officers close more deals online using lead generation, automation, systems, and processes. And this channel is dedicated to helping brokers like you and mortgage professionals like you close more deals. We give away all of our secrets, so I hope you enjoy. So what we're covering today is the life cycle of a lead after they've completed an application. Now, obviously, a referral lead might be a little bit different. You already have that, warm connection from someone else. You can kind of rely on them going through the process a little bit more seamlessly. But I'm talking more specifically about when it comes to lead generation, marketing, outreach, opposed to, people coming to you. So when it comes to marketing and producing leads and being able to convert leads into sales, your post-application process needs to be absolutely dialed. It is very black and white. It's crystal clear. We have the empirical data. Those clients who have a sharp back end that has systems in place to make sure the person gets from milestone to milestone, they're always going to win over someone who is maybe self-producing and doing everything themselves, from talking to the lead to getting them to submit the app to following up on the docs. Like, if that's all falling on you, it's going to be really hard to juggle even more than 5 to 10 loan applicants at once. Whereas if you have those back-end systems, it becomes very easy to really continue siphoning people through your system and getting people from that application all the way to that close stage, which is the ultimate goal here. So what we're going to go through is a couple of things that you can do kind of at each stage and milestone to improve the likelihood that that person's going to get to that next stage. So starting with step one, as soon as that loan application is submitted, within 5 minutes, they should get an acknowledgement text and email of some sort. Make sure they know that they've completed the app. They're giving you a lot of information. They're at the hottest point in their life cycle. Like, they're actually taking that action of going and completing the app. So you want to, get with them after they've submitted that as quickly as possible to confirm you've gotten all the information, and that you're going to be working on it. And a lot of times when you've gotten a new application, especially when it's coming from, online lead generation or marketing initiatives, maybe they've left out some information on the application. So it's really important that we send that acknowledgement outreach, and then if possible, try and connect with them right away to get any information that may have been left off, or maybe they felt uncomfortable answering, they didn't know how to answer. All right, step two, obviously you have the application review process. This part, you can really gain a lot of trust with your applicants by just being transparent and clear with them. Like, as you go through the application, as you're looking at the numbers, let them know the things that, your underwriting team is going to be looking at. Let them know that the scenarios that might pop up, and, don't sugarcoat it. Like, make it clear the things that we might have to do. That way, if they need to get started on, cleaning up their credit or taking care of certain bills, they know that ahead of time. So the review process, obviously you've just gotten that application, you're going to be submitting it to underwriting, and it's a great period to gain some trust with the applicant and start to educate them on steps that they can take to increase the likelihood that they're going to get approved, either conditionally or, straight up pre-approved. So that's one key takeaway from that review period in between the app submitted and the underwriting being submitted. Make sure that you gain that trust through transparency. Step three, requesting docs. I think this is the biggest pain point throughout this whole life cycle. If I was to guess at which milestone people fell off at the most, I would say this is the most common stage where people start to fizzle, or it becomes kind of a game where you're chasing them around looking for certain docs. The third stage here is docs submitted, and this is a stage we really, really want to master. When it comes to this, having a platform or an LOS system like Arrive or LendingPad or any of those things where it makes it really simple and easy for them to get the docs submitted, and it also sends, alerts and updates and reminders so that they're going to get those docs submitted eventually. It's really, really important. Your LOS system might have some email reminders and whatnot, and you should be able to get documents from these applicants without having to, chase them around. So having an LOS system or something that's going to, automate this process, and or having someone on your team or an assistant or a VA dedicated to this stage in the process of getting people's docs submitted and doing it as quickly as possible. If you can get this part done, the likelihood that they're going to, complete the rest of the milestones and complete the rest of the stages and actually close goes through the roof. And this stage is one that you absolutely need to master, and that is making sure you can say that you and your team are really good at getting docs from people when needed. All right, so step 4, we are taking all the documents and the application that we received and submitting it to underwriting. This is kind of a make or break period in the process. Obviously, if they are not qualifiable, they're going to be, rejected, and we're going to have to go back to the buyer or the homeowner and explain the steps that they need to take to become eligible to get approved, which that will be the case some of the time, especially when you're working with online lead generation and marketing. You got to be able to be flexible, and that's why it's really important to have a clean back-end process so that every time this happens, it's not like, all of the weight was on you to get that person all the way through to underwriting just to find out they were, rejected. So if anything, make that the reason that you get a system in place. But ideally, once we're getting that person to underwriting, they're either getting approved or conditionally approved. And I highly suggest at this step in the process or this milestone, this is where you get a real estate agent involved. Have them help you, take over this lead nurturing process. You've gotten that person all the way to a conditional approval. You want a real estate agent who is serious, who's going to, help these people and kind of guide them to a property and expedite that process for you. Because now you also have someone else who has a vested interest in getting this deal closed, kind of pulling them along and, showing them the homes and showing them what comes with this pre-approval they just got. It's going to take some of the follow-up and some of the weight of closing this deal off of your shoulders. It's going to establish a good relationship with another realtor, maybe one that you're already partnered with, or a new realtor relationship, and it's going to expedite that process for you as well. All right, so number 5 is the appraisal and inspection process. So you've connected them with a real estate agent, and that agent went out and found them the home of their dreams. They're ready to submit an offer, and the offer gets approved. So the real estate agent is kind of carrying a lot of the heavy weight at this point. So you can send them ebooks and branding assets on things to know as a new homeowner, bills to look out for, or how to budget as a new homeowner, anything like that to, just establish your authority and your kind of presence there and your value that you're providing to them while the agent is kind of dealing with the front end things. That's going to make it feel like the whole process is going to be more enjoyable, more educational for them. They're going to have better things to say at the end of this when they close with you, if you're kind of, using these moments to educate them and provide more value. Number 6, every mortgage broker's favorite stage in this process. Feels like we finally got there, which is clear to close. So in this stage, number 6, clear to close, and number 7, actually closing the deal. Obviously, your job is to just build rapport with the customer, build rapport with the agent, trying to earn more referral business through either the customer and or the agent. I've had clients who, they worked with one person who bought a home, and that, that agent they worked with ended up sending them 12 or 13 more deals in that year. So highly suggest that during these stages, use that time to build rapport with both ends of the spectrum, from the buying end to the agent end. That will definitely provide you more referrals and testimonials in the future. And then number 8, the last stage here, is obviously post-close. So my only suggestion here is that you get some sort of automated testimonial or referral outreach in place. Have an automated reminder go out and say, hey, we really enjoyed working with you. We hope you enjoyed the process. If you wouldn't mind leaving us a quick review on your experience, send them your Google link or your Facebook link or whatever the case may be. And you'd be surprised how well these testimonials and referrals and whatnot work. Like, customers look at proof. Like, your proof is something that is unique to you. So more of that proof that we can get that you're a good broker, that you do the things that you say you're going to do, the more it's going to kind of ease any friction that someone has to working with you in the future. It's going to get easier and easier to bring in those cold leads because you're going to have more and more of that social proof. So key takeaways from this video: please focus on dialing in this post-application lifecycle process, especially that document collection stage where you need to make sure you're getting all docs submitted. That's kind of the, the biggest Achilles heel in this Achilles heel of a process that I'm talking about. Really important that you have a proficient LOS system, Arrive, LendingPad, Flowify, one of these, or you at least have robust, automation and follow up on the back end, or get a team to help you with this. And make sure you're partnering with agents to kind of help you split some of this deal and take some of the pressure off of you to close these loans. And I think if you focus on this process, we have seen time and time again, our clients that have sharp back-end processes are the ones who close the most. They have the ability to close the most loans at the highest level with the most volume, and they can still take more volume, which is the great thing. So I hope this video is helpful. If you like this channel is dedicated to helping mortgage brokers like you. So if you could, please like, comment, subscribe, share. Every little bit of support helps. And if not, no worries. I appreciate you watching. My name is Nick Friel, founder of Media Simplified. See you on the next one.